Welcome to Eat Sleep Sixers, your boy Sixers fan for life. We got Jenny from the block. We got
Ayo.
215 the sports guy. And we got Big Bird.
What up,
What up?
folks?
What
What
up?
up?
What
What
up?
up? What up?
What's going down? Sixers versus Blazer. Three down, two to go on this trip of ours. How are you guys feeling? How are you feeling about the three games? First off, how do you feel about last game? Because we didn't get to talk about
Yeah, that's
that.
what we normally do. We got to talk about last game.
How are
Yeah,
you
we missed
feeling
There's
about?
so much
first
to
game.
say about last game, right? I
Last
mean,
game was highly efficient.
it was
It make me
good.
feel confident that we gonna win. Like we go into games. I feel like we got this now.
The
After this,
last game brought us back into the focus of the national media, which I guess could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing, but definitely our team's play is getting noticed,
Yeah,
and not just like Joel, but the team, the way they play together, and Maxi's selflessness coming off the bench.
I love
bananas.
it. I love it. I was calling it. I suggested it, and they heard
Flowers to
me.
you, Bird.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the flower lady's been hanging out since last game.
Man,
Yes.
man. So,
She getting
speaking
tired
of
up there.
Jen, uh, can we give our flowers from last game, guys?
Absolutely. We need to, I think.
Okay.
Hi, everybody out there in chat land.
What's
Well, I got a few that I want to give it to,
Well, go ahead, Jen. Knock yourself out.
but since we got four of us, I don't want to steal anybody else's. So, but I'm going to give my flowers to the James Harden, Joel Embiid pick and roll. That is getting
Devastating.
it's
Devastating.
Yeah,
just unstoppable.
that was
So that's
dope. Yo, that was dope. That was dope. That was definitely dope. I'm going to give my flowers to Mr. Consistent, putting up stats that hasn't been seen since the cornrow guy used to be playing for this team.
Right.
Putting up stats that hasn't been seen since Allen Iverson. Listen, everybody could be mad that he's overpaid for the little bit that he gives us, but guess what? We get that little bit from him every single night.
Right.
Consistently.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
I have been really, really, now I'm going to say this and I'm a knock on wood, but I've been really impressed with Tobias lately. I have never felt any sort of way toward Tobias, positive or negative. He's just kind of like average to me.
Yeah.
But lately, man, he's just doing those little things, like those 5 steals. Well, that's not a little thing. That's a pretty big thing.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's huge.
but every game, I swear, he's just been like affecting the game in some way or other.
But my
But
flowers, my flowers go to Tyrese Maxey for willingly coming off the bench. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? And accepting
Absolutely.
that role and realizing the effectiveness of it. You still
Yes.
get your minutes. You know what I'm saying? And he just boosts up that second, unit like no other. He was just lighting up threes, shooting Steph Curry type threes with,
He was feeling
no
good,
contact.
man.
Wasn't
And
he,
what
he had
wasn't what
13 points in the fourth quarter, y'all.
yeah, wasn't that my flowers the last time when they beat the Lakers? Right
Absolutely.
for the same reason.
Absolutely.
exactly.
For the
Absolutely.
same reason.
But it's a
So
lot of naysayers.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
What
Any
about you,
flowers
Carl?
left for you, Carl?
Yeah, Carl.
My flowers would have to go to, and I know it's the obvious. I know we getting so used to him doing this every game. It's becoming the norm for him to score 35 plus a game. But Joel Embiid just has been on a monstrous tear. I don't think it gets appreciated enough. In fact, I want to touch on something. I read an article that bothered me today from somebody that Joel Embiid looks up to very highly. It was from Hakeem Olajuwon, and he was comparing Jokic and Embiid. And basically was saying Jokic is next up. He's the guy, and Embiid settles for threes a little bit too much. In the past, I would have to agree with him.
He hasn't been shooting them like that.
But exactly this year, I'm totally in disagreement with you. Not only is he shooting 40% from three, but he's picking and choosing his spots. He's just not shooting it out of desperation. I think Hakeem is going off a wide range scope of watching him for the last 3-4 years. This is a different Joel this year.
Yeah.
No, Joel is not. I mean, I get it. He wanted to be a versatile player, so he worked a lot on his 3-point shot.
Yeah.
And now he can just. It's a serviceable 3-point shot. So
Yes, it
if
is.
he can't get into the painted area, he can still score from outside.
You gotta kind of see how the question was asked, though. You know what I mean? Maybe it was spoken in career base wise. I don't know, but the fact of the matter is, at some point we all cringed when we saw Embiid shooting too many threes. At some point we all did. Let's not lie about that.
Absolutely.
No, definitely
Because he's a big man and we expect him to do the opposite. You know, of course, you gotta take the good. Excuse me.
You good?
You gotta take the good with the bad. Not saying that he does anything bad, but there's stuff that he can do that we would love to see more of. Let's not
Especially
shy away.
rebounding.
Let's not shy away from that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at
Yeah.
the same token, I don't want to rain on this man's parade because ever since he came back from injury, he's been on a tear, like
Monster,
you guys
man.
were saying, and he's beasting. Like this man missed, enough games for him to not be spoken in that conversation I really don't want to talk about, and then come on over,
Right.
he's right back in the race again,
Right.
In the top. So
Bailey says he's it. In his words, he's it.
so
and he
that
gotta had a scoring lead. Like
so that just speaks volumes. I don't know. I think him and
Luka,
Luka.
it's like
They battling.
0.2% difference.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
a couple more of the games like last night from Joel, and he's going to be taking that top spot.
Reminds me of a year when Michael and Shaq were doing that. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was like 98, I believe, that Michael's last year. Michael and Shaq were just going crazy with the scoring race. But it's when you look at this team and how they're doing it and Maxi's maturity, it sounds authentic. When you see him talking about his role. So, it doesn't sound like he's trying to fake it for the media and for the fans and all that stuff. So I like it. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody wanted to see what it was like if Maxey came off the bench. Well, there you go. Now you see it. He's playing starter minutes. He's coming off the bench. He's playing starter minutes, and he's scoring more than he was when he was starting.
I reiterated over and over again, he didn't get benched. He's strategically coming off.
He got put in a different lineup. He got put in a different lineup.
Disciplinary. That's not the case.
Yeah.
And people just refuse to accept that. They let their love for him, the same love we got for him, cloud their judgment, and I'm just glad he coming off the bench. I just think it makes us even better.
Hey, Berg, I'm a man about mine. I was one of those people who was opposed to him coming off the bench.
I know.
And I know you, that's why you said it. But, what led me to be okay about it was the fact that he came up. Doc didn't call him, even though he probably had the discussion quite a few times amongst coaches. He didn't call him to ask him that. Tyrese called him, which means his maturity level surpasses a kid in his younger 20s. We're dealing with a young OG right here. And, he realizes that he can hurt other teams more playing in that second unit, but still being left in the fourth quarter in the guts of the game to make big shots as well. So, it's a win-win for him. It's a win-win for the Sixers. And if you look around the last 18 games or so, we're the hottest team in the NBA.
Let me answer. I'm sorry.
I just want to finish this Maxey point. You can respond to Evan. So he had 22 points in 27 minutes, which was fantastic. But Melton, who started, had fewer minutes. So it really doesn't matter who starts. And we've been talking about that, right?
Yeah.
Still get more minutes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jose. Sorry.
Yeah. I was just going to touch on Evan. Tobias Harris had a stat line of 20 points, 5 steals, 6 assists, 6 rebounds. That hasn't been done since Allen Iverson.
That's an AI stat.
That's an AI stat.
Yeah.
25, 5, and 5.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. You know what I mean? Chris Parker, my man, my brother. What up, brother? He's saying it's definitely about tempo, and I guess he's speaking to the way we're playing now, the winning streak that we're on. It's a tempo thing. We're running the floor. You know, we're playing with activity. We're looking active out there. The whole
exactly.
stand around waiting for Embiid to pass you the ball. It's not
Yeah,
bold.
that's starting
Doesn't
to
bode well for wins.
disintegrate, the standing around. But one thing I like about us right now is not perfect. Our Shakes and our Yangs and our Harrells, and I think we got the best bench we've had in Joel's tenure. And
Young's
they
definitely had
getting
another
better every
strong
game.
game last night or the other night. He had 3 threes coming off the
Yeah,
bench. That was great.
yeah,
Shake's
yeah.
kind of, returning to shake form, but might have just had an off night. I don't know.
Yeah.
But Korkmaz, Korkmaz came in and gave us 4 points.
Yeah, most
So
definitely.
garbage time, but
And he had one of those one-footed layups. I was like, oh, well.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, with the
he's not garbage.
he's not.
He is.
I would love to see him get 30 minutes. Just to see.
No, you wouldn't.
I think he'd make the best of 30 minutes.
Hey,
Yo,
I didn't like him.
hold up, Bird. Hold up, Bird.
He touched the ball.
Hold up, Bird. You can go into the Sixers archives. Last year, almost the entire team had COVID, and Korkmaz was playing a lot of minutes.
He put on for the city.
And he did okay. He didn't do like that.
Yeah.
So
I'm just saying.
the man played a nice almost 30 days of 28 plus minutes. So
I just think you got to be rational with your expectations of him, being as though he's not featured. It's not one play called for him. He's not playing any minutes now.
Anymore, Berg.
Leave him
Anymore.
alone,
The
Jay.
man's been on the for years, and he's
Listen,
not.
I'm going to be totally honest with you. I think certain players play better with each other, and with the addition of Tyrese Maxey off that bench, you're going to see a lot of players off that bench having good games because he takes attention off of them and he puts the attention on himself. Like Chris Parker is saying in the chat right here, Maxey's bringing the tempo to the bench, allowing them to run, which they're pretty good at, if they're running, if somebody is being aggressive and initiating that tempo. That's what they were missing. That's what Shake was missing.
The best thing that happened to our bench is those injuries.
Absolutely. You're right.
And they a formidable bench right now.
They got the chance to really showcase what they had and kind of come together.
My biggest concern is just rebounding. I think a lack of rebounding allows for more offensive rebounding from the opposing team. Over the season, we are the disparity in offensive rebounding is outrageous. That's just more opportunities for the opponent to score. We need some kind of aggressiveness down low. But one thing I like about Harrell, what does he do when he gets the ball down low? 75% of the time.
He takes it up.
He takes it up.
Yeah, he takes it up.
listen, hey, Ant Sims, 3 starters had 6 points or fewer, and we scored 120. Do you understand? We got 43 points from our bench.
Right.
43
Turned up.
points from our bench.
And more than half of those were Maxey.
Yeah,
most definitely. The NBA, they like to showcase their starters on ESPN and certain channels like that. But those who watch basketball know, ultimately, your bench is going to win you some games.
Yeah,
the bench is going to win you some games.
The bench took care of the ball as well because we had 14 turnovers and 8 of them was Embiid and Harden. So that's ball protection.
Ron, what up? He's saying they need to put defenders and some rim runners out there with Maxey, Reed, House, Thibault. Listen, this kid can turn this whole bench up a couple notches. So, I'm looking to see these role players actually start playing their roles. Even Korkmaz will get wide open looks that he wasn't getting before off that bench. Look at Jen smirk. That he wasn't getting.
I can't hide it, can I?
When you say role players, we don't have role players because we're not constructed like that. We have bench players.
Yeah, yeah,
Like we don't have
yeah,
like a designated rebound, a designated defender. Like
yeah.
they just run and gun basically. So we don't have that role player because our coach doesn't implement that kind of
It does.
offense or
It doesn't mean that ultimately they can fit a role. You know, Court Miles can be your three shooter. You know, Shake can be your off the ball
they
guy.
take
Get at
repetitions. I
it.
say that in everything.
Yeah,
Like if you shoot pool, you're not just gonna come out there being a shark. It take repetitions. And as much as people say they had enough minutes to be established, I still don't think so. I still don't think they had enough minutes to just be solidified as, borderline consistent producers.
Isaiah Love. What up, Isaiah? He's saying Thibault needs to guard Dame tonight. Well, sorry, Isaiah. I don't know if you've been watching Sixers games, but Thibault has been a coach on the bench with a suit and tie, with a Sixers warm up over the suit and tie, pretending to be a Sixer player. He has not gotten any minutes. Some have said he's on the trade block. They're shopping him around. But my thing is this with that. It's hard to shop somebody around if he's just cold on the bench and you're not showing his goods and showing what he can do, even though he has a reputation of being an elite defensive player. The guy has been sitting on the bench 14, 15, 16 games with Paul Reed. They both have been sitting on the bench. So what do y'all say to that? Like, will we see more of Paul Reed and Thibault, do you think, Jen?
You can't think. Like that's just something that will happen if it happens. There's no predicting it. We can think and be right, or you can think and be wrong.
I'm not
Really in a
surprised.
position to think.
I'm not surprised. Doc Rivers warned us. He said this ain't no Paul Reed victory tour. He told us.
He's not a big fan of Paul Reed at all.
when we needed Paul Reed to play and he filled in with Montrez for Embiid when Embiid was out. The man specifically said after one of Paul Reed's best games of the season, he said this ain't no Paul Reed victory tour. So
I have it on
we
the
can't sit
ticket.
here and act surprised. You know what I'm saying? Because Glenn warned us.
Yeah.
Also, we got to understand this is probably the most deepest Sixer team in Embiid's career. So as a coach, it has to be hard to give guys consistent minutes. Like, what are you going to go 11 deep every night? What are you going to go 12 deep every night?
I don't know, but I just remember a time when we
Exactly
were
why I
looking
say
at
be
Wilson
rational.
Chandler and Amir. What's his name? Amir
Johnson.
Johnson.
man.
You went way back. Yeah, we've come a
That
long
wasn't
way.
even that long ago. That was only like 3 or 4 years ago. Oh my God. But
We've come a long.
it's nice to see a much better group of people. I want to have this little discussion though about DeAnthony Melton because his offense has been brutal lately. I mean, he and PJ both given us
Now,
not a whole hell of a lot.
in Melton's defense, he does do the small things.
Oh,
Okay.
he does. I'm not
He does
gonna.
way more small things than Cheerio.
Peanut butter jelly, donut, Cheerio.
Y'all done gave him like 5-6 different nicknames this year. He's been
Applejack.
everything but PJ.
Hey, I
Applejack.
posted. Hey, y'all, I posted one day. How are you going to win a title when your point guard averages more rebounds than your power forward? Now,
Spaghetti-O.
fair
We
that-
could find a lot of names for him.
I fear that
Andy.
being a problem when push come to shove in these playoffs.
It's
They got
bothersome.
Just say hi to everybody else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Come on, Andy. Damn.
Jesus, Andy.
All right,
Jesus.
RJ. Absolutely, RJ.
You know what, Andy? We're gonna call you out. We gotta get you up here on the show and call you out because enough is enough.
Yeah. Male lives don't matter on here. Jeez.
Right. So
Anyway, back to DeAnthony Melton. So
Right.
what do y'all think about his offensive slide? He needs to get himself out of that, in my opinion.
I mean, I
What do you
think people were wondering with his skill set why he's been a bench player his career. He's still very young, But in order to be a starter, it has to be some sort of consistency in your game, and you're starting to see the inconsistencies. Everybody's due a rough stretch, but this has been really rough. It's been like 3-4 games.
You know what eliminates that? Winning.
Yeah,
So,
just like PJ. Just like PJ.
Like it's the Sixers, it's not the Meltons. I always say.
See, but you got to understand, this is the East Leaf Sixers, so we definitely gonna talk about it.
We got to talk about all of that.
Yeah, because
Oh yeah, absolutely. But just
we had this situation with a certain individual that we gave up last year. For a certain individual that we have this year, people were missing him, saying, Steph Curry went through some scoring droughts on this team.
Yes, he did. Yes,
I remember he caught COVID, and he ain't turned up to the playoffs. And he caught COVID early on the year, and he just was stinking the entire year. Yeah. We had to sit there and watch that awful basketball. Okay, and then he came back into the playoffs. Like he came into the playoffs like a certain individual was put on this team to do this year, right? He came into the playoffs and he shot the nets off the rim, and everybody forgave him for all his poor play during the regular season. Yep. So calm down on Mr. De'Anthony Melton. He'll find his rhythm again. Just leave him alone.
Yeah, well, Evan said Melton just needs to see a couple shots fall, and he has.
That's it.
I mean, I'm sure it's gonna.
He ain't filling up the stat sheet, but
if
somebody's doing the small things,
if somebody's not doing what they were doing all season long, it's time for a pause and kind of.
Yeah, I mean, it's a matter of being to be addressed or mentioned, but I just think that's not a concern of mine.
Yeah,
I mean, to each his own. I just don't think that's affecting the game.
Understood.
Like
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, the Anthony Melton playing poor is really like. Can we really sit here and do a whole show blaming DeAnthony Melton? Hell
no. He's done way more good this season.
What's poor? Is his shooting percentage?
I'm not trying to blame him. I just want to talk about the fact that he's been. He had been shooting so well, and then he's getting 5 points, 0 points, 0 points.
How many shots is he taking? I mean, it's a matter of that as well. If he's out there missing a bunch of shots, and
he's deferring. He's getting.
He's definitely deferring.
Yeah. See, what's happening to DeAnthony Melton is what was happening to Tyrese Maxey when he was there, and that's why we were all mad because Tyrese Maxey was deferring, giving the ball up to Harden, giving the ball up to Embiid. You see what we're saying? And you see why we wanted Maxey to come off the bench? Do you guys see why?
I'm going to tell you.
But no. The guys on East Leaf Sixers are delusional. They don't know basketball.
Exactly.
They just talking out the left side of their mouth.
Somebody asked the moderators to get rid of me today.
Wow. Andy, thank you, Andy. Finally, Andy. Thank you. Hello to you too, Andy. How are you? How are you doing?
What's up, Andy?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you like this.
What's going on, Andy?
As a guy that played ball, a few of us played ball up here. When you see something going on like what Joel and Harden have going on together as a duo, which they have grown greatly together, the way they play off each other, sometimes it's hard to get in where you fit in with that. If you haven't played with them for a bit of a time. He's just been thrusted into the starting lineup. He's trying to find his way with these guys, you know what I mean, on a consistent basis. So we'll play it how we see it, I think we'll actually have a good game tonight.
The man can defend.
Yeah.
Yes, he can.
All right? Yeah. He can defend. He's not out there getting roasted by everybody.
Yeah.
Like another person that we could talk about, but I won't spoil it. You know what I mean? I won't spoil the show. We having a pretty good one so far. I don't want to do that.
Talk about ozone.
Yeah.
Ozone. That's a new one.
That's a new one. Yeah, there.
So I was watching. I think it was NBA Today, the other day, and they were breaking down the pick and roll up on the big screen. It was a woman and Jalen. Can't remember his last name.
Jalen Rose.
Yeah, Jalen Rose. And Man, it was exciting to watch that.
Yeah,
Because it's just so good.
yeah.
It's like James Harden's court vision is just
It's outer
mind
worldly.
blowing. I mean,
It's
we
outer
love the
thought
Harden.
2
I love
5s
this
was
Harden we
good,
got.
but
If Harden have 6 or 8 points in a win, I do not mind.
Yeah, but you know who does mine? Jay Crossover, Jamal Crawford. For those who don't know his nickname, he went on ESPN last night, and he said, he loves the passing Harden. He loves the passer Harden, but he also said that, Harden was brought here to be a second option to Joel, and he does not see us getting far in the playoffs with Tobias and Maxey as our second scoring options. What are y'all feelings about that comment that he
I don't
made?
feel like
agree.
I don't agree with it because I don't feel like
I don't either.
Maxey and Tobias are the second option. I think it's exactly the way it's supposed to be. I think it's,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I think it's Embiid. I think it's Harden next. And then a combination depending on what the lineup on the floor is at the time. Whether it's between Tobias and Maxey, and right now we're using Maxey as a 6th man. So yeah, I don't agree with that at all because
I think he was speaking the last game. He only put up 6 shots. He only put up 6 shots last game.
Listen, nobody's putting a gun to this head, to this guy's head, right? And B didn't make the 75 best players in the NBA. Harden did. Nobody's putting a gun to Harden saying pass the ball. Harden's passing the ball because he wants to pass the ball.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? He came to this team. He knows he's a superstar. He could easily come here and take over and disrupt this whole team, but he knew he got put into a good situation. So why mess that up?
He even quoted, he said himself the last game. Sorry, Jen. No. He said himself, during the interview, this is the deepest team he's ever been on. This team has the better chance to win a championship than any team he's been on.
And we might have the best Harden.
We might have the best Harden.
This Harden, OKC has 2 rings, I believe.
And Sims, we can talk about it, right? And we can create a narrative that the man, it's not a narrative. We know it's facts that he does like to go out to the clubs, right? But I mean, that's why we got a team for, okay? I don't know if you guys watched the Jordan documentary and they focused their storytelling on a certain Dennis Rodman.
Yeah,
but I could have swore I saw Dennis Rodman was in the casinos for days and make it to the games at the last minute and ball right out.
Yeah.
And ball right out.
Some players are just built like that, i.e. AI.
So, I don't care what he's doing off the court, man. I'm just worried about what he's doing on the court.
His game either.
You know what? And we're living in a media, social media day and age, and you know what I see a lot from James Harden? I see him in the gym. I see him coming in early before practice. I see him staying after the game, putting up some shots. I see him working on his game. Go ahead.
All right. So I used to have a quote that I used to like, and it used to be on my Twitter back in the day, right? When you do something good, they don't always remember. When you do something bad, they never forget.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Perfect example of that is somebody I know that I don't be defending. I just mentioned that this dude did a lot of good, man, but his bad just outweighed everything.
And that's the epitome, and that's the definition of Facebook and social media.
Don't start your stuff.
I'm not.
Let me finish, guys.
Sorry.
All right,
that's the definition of social media in 2023. Because go ahead and post something positive, see how many likes you get, and then post some bonehead stuff and see how many likes you get.
It goes viral.
Yeah, I'll be here waiting.
Absolutely.
So
negativity sells.
It is now 9:31. Do we have a starting lineup?
We do not as of yet. I'm refreshing.
Because, Doc's got 3 now.
Up. Jen, you must be connected. You must be connected. We have our starting lineup. We have the same starting lineup that we've had. And I don't know if you guys can see this.
Oh, boy. Sticking with the mountain. That's good. Good. Stick with what's working for you, I say.
This is what's winning games. This is what we're doing.
Stick with what's working. So we're playing Portland. And I know the Portland of past years has wrecked us mercilessly on
Yeah.
many occasions,
Yeah.
and that any team with Dame Lillard is going to be a formidable opponent.
Yeah.
So I think even though they're a middle of the road team, pretty much middle of the road everywhere down stat line, and middle like 11th, I think, in the West. Still gotta be on point, man. We still gotta be on point because Dame Lillard
every
will
game.
kill you.
We lost to who we lost to that was really bad. We lost
Houston?
we lost to the Spurs.
Spurs.
We lost to Houston.
Right.
We lost to some bad teams. So
I was going to say OKC, but they are not bad.
No, they're not bad.
Not lately.
Right.
Yeah, they the
bad.
giant killers. They remind
Yes,
me.
they are.
I don't know if you guys are into wrestling, but I remember there was like a 2-3 year stretch where Rey Mysterio was just beating on all 7-footers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
think we might have lost to the Wizards.
David and Goliath.
Yeah, he was called the Giant Killer at the time. So if y'all WWE fans could remember, I do. But that's what the Oklahoma City Thunder remind me of. Because they beating all the elite teams, right? And they losing to all the regular teams.
You know what?
So Isaiah says makes a good point that Jeremy Grant's cooking Anthony Simons also.
Yeah, he's nice. Simons, I was about to touch on that. They also have Josh Hart at small forward. Villanova's Josh Hart, if I'm not mistaken. And Nurkic is day to day, but he's a big guy down in the middle. So, Gary Payton II off the bench. We're not playing milk and cookies tonight.
No, we're not.
This is not a game you should look over. It's a late night game, even though we've been on the West so long. These guys have got adapted to West Coast time. But we're going to need to bring the energy tonight. You're dealing with Dame.
Absolutely.
He's a superstar.
He is a superstar. And I think isn't he in the 75 club too?
Yeah.
I think he's in the 75
I
club
think he's
too.
in the 75 club as well.
Yeah.
You know what happens if we do win this game tonight, though, guys? What happens is we are tied with the Bucks for second place.
Oh, the Bucks lost?
No.
They don't have a game tonight.
They idle.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like
it. They're sitting there idle. I just listen. Whether it was 1, 2, 3, or 4, when the playoffs come, I just want to be on the top 4.
Right.
That's where I expect
Anywhere
this
in
team.
the top 4.
Anywhere in the top 4 doesn't matter to me. Which one of the 4? To be honest with you, I'm not the type of fan that likes to shy away from the competition. I'd rather play the hardest people first.
And we're not like home dominant anymore. Like our success is not just primarily at home like it was at times.
No,
Like,
we're over 500 on the road, which is a good key to success.
Exactly.
Yeah,
In the
I was gonna say something. Right before we went on this road trip, right? And I thought it was gonna be tougher than what they trying to make it seem right now, because they made. I said it was gonna be tough. They're like, haha, yeah, right. But we had a good home stand, and we're having a good road stand as well. You know what I mean? And that speaks a lot on how this team is maturing, how they're starting to gel, how they're playing, the chemistry's up there. Yeah, we could see some more time from a few more other players, but can't sit here and say the Sixers are really playing that bad. You haven't heard me say nothing about peanut butter and jelly, have y'all? At all.
Winning cures a lot of things, even trash talk. You know what I mean?
Winning eliminates anything. Like Embiid had 5 turnovers and 8 rebounds.
He sure as hell did,
which is not great from a 7-2, however tall he is. But when you're winning, it's irrelevant.
It is. With that being said, we're at that special time of our pregame where we like to give our gens keys to victory. Jen, spark it off.
Let's see. Like I said, I think this team's pretty middle of the road. So if we go in there and we come out with energy and play good D, I don't see any reason why we can't win this game. So
Gotcha.
Energy and defense.
Gotcha. Bird, what up, though?
Well, defense, but specifically perimeter D. Like Simons, I don't know what his 3-point percentage is, but they got 3-point shooters.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you know my other thing.
And you got Logo Lillard.
Even if we don't get a lot of rebounds, don't allow a lot of offensive rebounds. That's
Right.
second shots. That's more opportunities for the opponent. So just try to minimize that. And I think we should be all right.
Jose, do I even need to ask?
Turnovers, baby.
I hear you.
Gotta limit those turnovers. Take care of the basketball. They have been doing a phenomenal job lately of it. You know, every night not gonna be a single digit night, but if you're gonna make it a double digit night, keep it in low double digits, please.
Right.
You know,
I was looking at the stat sheet from the Clippers game, and I saw 14 and 18, and I thought we were the ones with the 18 at first, and I was like, damn, Jose's going to be pissed. But then I realized it was
Win the
actually the
turnover
Clippers who
battle.
had 18.
I just, you know, the thing with the Sixers is, man, and I just see a lot of sloppy passes that go out of bounds.
Unforced turnovers.
Like Embiid had the one that he threw to Shake Milton. Like
Oh,
Shake Milton's not 7 feet, my guy.
Yeah.
This guy is little, so throw the ball down.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, like, come on. At that point, we could talk about basketball IQ. You
Right.
turned over, you looked at Shake, but you threw it like if he was, you know, Mr. Inspector Gadget or something. Come on. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Might be top 5, but
What I'm saying
they
is,
miss a lot. That's because of missed shots. Like,
And it's
they
not
get
only-
a lot of open threes on us.
and it's not only Embiid. It's not only Embiid that does it. You know, we get some bonehead passes from the other guys as well. And that's all. Like, turnovers is going to happen. It's rare that you play 48 minutes and the ball don't get turned over.
Right.
It's like impossible. But what I'm saying is, if we're going to turn the ball over, make them earn it. Make them get legitimate steals. You know, don't just give the ball away like unforced turnovers.
At least 60% of our turnovers is unforced, man.
Yeah.
Right.
On a nightly basis.
My keys to victory tonight will be do not settle for the 3-point shot. We're playing a big man tonight. We're playing a 250 plus type of guy. In history, Joel has settled for mid-range shots. He settled for the guard game when he's playing against a bigger man or a big man his size. I don't want to see us settle tonight. Attack. They get small when you go to their bench. Get this guy in foul trouble. Attack. So I want to see him and James Harden playing that pick and roll game, and I want to see Joel roll more than he's popping tonight.
At least at a 50 clip.
Yeah. You got to mix that up. You got to mix it.
He pops about 80% of the time.
Hey, we got to stop the show.
Yeah, Sammy Jones.
Damn it, Sam.
Gotta let Sam have time to roll up and read all the comments.
Exactly. That's why I said we got to stop the show because, he's late. So obviously it's not him, it's us. So we got to wait for him to come in so he could be on time so he could catch everything because 30 minutes. He must didn't get the memo that we're going an hour long for this West Coast trip. He must didn't get the memo. Okay. So,
He got it. He got the memo. He just late. So
Okay.
Berg, did you give your keys?
Say that again.
Did you give your keys?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
You didn't hear
cool. I did.
I kind of piggyback off you said, but specifically perimeter defense.
Oh yeah. Yep. I remember now.
somebody said in the chat, put Fiber on Dame. We're facing a guard like this tonight. Do you think we'll see Thibault out there tonight? He tends to play against the Steph Currys and the Dame Lillard. Do you think we'll see him out there, or will we see Melton on Dame a whole lot tonight?
I hope not. I don't think we should see Melton on Dame. I would love to see Thibault on Dame. Thibault and Dame played against each other in the Olympics.
And he tore him up. Thibault tore him up real good. He tends to come up big against the big time name guards. He's a competitive defender that way. And I hope Doc give him some run tonight.
And he's 6'5". That size will make a difference.
Yeah.
The
Same
wingspan
height
is
as
that
what you call
wingspan. And James
Right.
Lillard is not
Wingspan.
a tall man for a basketball player.
No.
So hopefully, Doc will do what's right, and put the best people that can defend him, so we don't have a Dame time type of night tonight. Where we
Right.
got to see him pointing at his wrist all night. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see that.
Me
I
neither,
don't
man.
want to see logo Lillard. I don't want to see none of it.
I got to
Yeah.
excuse you for a second before we go to bold predictions. All right,
No
Right
doubt.
back.
But we definitely don't want to see Dame time tonight. He's been in the league a long time. He's played us a lot of years, and we've seen him go Dame time. And this needs to not be one of those nights. So, not to say we got to triple team him or anything like that, because they have other players on the floor that can hurt you. But I definitely want to pay special attention to Dame Lillard, because he's the only one that can kill you out there.
I mean, you make a great point, Zay. You make a great point. Dame's gonna get his, but you don't have to let him, mollywop us over the head. Like we don't
Doesn't
need
have
Dame.
to
We don't need
Levine
Dame Dollars going Zach Levine on us.
Nah. No Simons tonight. No Simons for the Blazers.
Well,
This is reported from Sam. Oh, so that's what Sam was doing when he wasn't watching this. He was gathering inside information. I got it now, Sam. I got it. You're excused for your lateness. You're excused.
all right.
my
Well,
guy right
that
there.
just made our chances a little easier. But are we? I didn't see the line. What's the line tonight?
I didn't see the line either.
That's
I
your
would.
department, Carl. You like gambling?
Shh.
I always look at the line just to see who they're leaning towards.
You're ratting, Jose. I don't like that. I don't like
gamble,
that.
man.
I don't. I gotta look on my DraftKings Sports app. You're gonna give me a minute for that. But no, he said no. He was saying Simons can kill you too. I don't know if he's. Oh, he's playing.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sam,
he's playing.
you didn't phrase that very well, my friend.
Damn, we gave you all them props. You should have just not said nothing.
Sixers are minus 125 tonight. Portland Trailblazers plus 105 tonight. So Sixers are favored to win this game tonight. So I'm going with Vegas. I'm going with Vegas, and they're just basically going
I'm
off
not
of what's
going with Vegas. I'm going. Oh, I see you, Bert. I see you, Bert. My bad.
that's basically what's been going on the last 16, 17 games or so. We've been beating the snot of the teams. The NBA. We're going on a tour, and we're playing our best basketball. Bert, you want to say something?
What are we on? Bold predictions?
No.
We're not on bold predictions yet. We're about to be there in about 3 minutes. We were just giving our take on, basically not letting Dame get on Dame time tonight.
Well, that's basically what I was saying with my keys. Just at least have a hand in his face as often as you can.
Absolutely.
Just don't be in la la land with the perimeter defense, because teams get a lot of open threes on us. It's just a matter of them making it. And Sims, pointed out that we was like 5th or whatever in 3-point defense. It's not because it's a matter of defending the three. It's just missed shot more than it is us actually being in faces and hands up on 3-point shots.
I'm telling you, that hand in the face goes a long way.
Yes,
It really does.
No jumping into 3-point shooters. That hand in the face is just as effective as jumping.
Yeah.
I don't know about with Dang, but the rest of them. So
most definitely. So Sixers is definitely doing great. Let's keep it going.
Raheem.
Yeah, for sure, Raheem.
I like
for
that
sure,
name, Raheem.
Yeah, most definitely. So we have reached that time of the night.
I'm
Bert
sorry,
spoke
Carl,
of.
we are reaching that time of the night. I'm seeing so many new names on here tonight. I just want to.
Cool. What up?
Yeah, we got to say what's up to Coop Johnson. There was another one up here that I haven't seen.
The gentleman from YouTube. Let me scroll up to see it. Man, Isaiah Lowe, man. Thanks for your participation and your watching.
That's all I meant.
Subscribe, please, if you haven't already on YouTube. You get to catch all our content we got going on. You can even go as far as back as last year, I think, Jose.
Oh, yeah. Don't spoil it. You know what that's my end. That's
all right, say less. I would just let him know. You know what I'm saying? Evan saying defend the 3 tonight.
Absolutely,
Defend the 3.
That's
for sure.
Let's go back to your bold predictions.
Yeah,
exactly. Hey, Jen, you're awesome at this. Just to let you know, you're awesome.
Bold. What? Bold predictions? I am
at this podcasting thing. You're awesome. So your bold predictions for tonight's game. I want to give mine first so y'all don't steal it. Tobias Harris, 30+ points tonight coming off that game he had last game. He's feeling good.
30 points. Somebody,
you know
I don't know which one of
say,
y'all in the chat the other night.
You got delusional, like no.
One of y'all in the chat the other night said that Embiid was going to get a 40-piece, and he did. So whoever you were,
that's probably Jose. That's probably Jose.
No, my bold prediction. No, my bold prediction was he was going to drop a 50 bomb, and he almost did. He was close. Yeah. He was close. I mean, we had to round off. He got the 40. I lost, but I said 50, and he had 41. It wasn't that far off. So,
Bert, what's your bold prediction so I could talk about it like you was talking about mine?
Hold on, Bert. When Embiid had 28 at the half, I said I got my bold prediction. Damn it! And then then they benched him. And then they benched him. So
yeah, absolutely.
I didn't get my bold prediction, but
anyway, my bold prediction is Lillard less than 5 threes.
That's a bold prediction.
That's a defensive bold.
No.
Less than 5 threes.
No, I'm not accepting that. I'm not accepting that, Berg. That doesn't scream bold for me.
Wait, what can't
Why
be?
is that not bold?
It's not a bold prediction that Lillard doesn't get 5 threes. I just
of our defense.
I think he said shoots 5 threes.
Shoots or makes.
He said he gets less than.
Oh, gets means make. If he says shoot, then that's a bold prediction.
Yeah, I don't like it. But
S-Dot says Maxey for 30. Sheik says Niang 5 threes. Sam says Toby for 30. Isaiah says 21 for Milton. Milton 12 points. And Evan says Shake plus 20. 5 threes. Now that, my friends,
they're getting bold in the chat.
And
they get bold in the chat.
Oh, Tucker for 10 points. Big. Melton 13 points. I love it when
now, Berg, you talking about delusional. The whole PJ with 10 points
is bold predictions, and it's like
exactly. Sam is saying 25 and 10 for Maxey off the bench. That's pretty bold. That's pretty. Hey, Jose, what's your bold prediction, bruh?
Portland under 100 points.
Oh, dang! Now there's a good one.
Portland,
y'all staying safe.
Points.
You and Berg staying safe tonight with y'all bold predictions. Y'all staying safe.
Team accomplishments on offense.
Yeah,
that's not playing it safe. That's saying good defense.
They playing one of the top defensive teams in the NBA, and us. You know, I don't like them getting 100 tonight. I don't like them getting 100. You know, the way we've been playing, we keep playing that style ball. I don't like him getting 100. This ain't CJ McCollum.
We let Oklahoma score 141.
We did. I feel Oklahoma is better than Portland. I feel like they're better than Portland.
I think they are better than Portland.
Yeah.
They've messed up that whole team trying to get the better pieces around Dame, and that was a failed experiment.
They should have never let CJ walk out that door. Point blank. They should have never let him walk out that door. But we got to face him tonight.
My bold prediction is
together for a while. It wasn't working.
Is Matisse Thybulle's going to play 15 minutes?
Woo! You must have talked to Matisse before we got on. You must have talked to Doc and Matisse because that was pretty. sure of you, Jen. 15 points by him. I mean, 15 minutes by him. 15 minutes.
Points, that would be bold too.
That's bold as hell.
That is bold. But
You know,
not quite delusional.
I tell you one thing. It's a known fact when Matisse plays minutes, we don't lose. We undefeated when Matisse plays. So, bold prediction from Ant. Ant is in his bag tonight.
What's your boy? What's
Andy
your
Dammit
Carl?
over there playing with his profile picture. He just changed it to Slim Jim. I was like, wait, we got another new, and then I seen it was Andy.
Andy tonight. Andy's playing tonight. So I think I gave mine already, Jen. I don't even remember what it is. I don't remember what it is. I'm getting old.
Give it. You're full blown.
You said Toby 30.
Yeah, Toby 30 plus tonight.
Oh, okay.
30 plus. Don't get me mixed up, Jose. 30 plus tonight. I think he's feeling really good about himself. Confidence is sky high, man. Sky high.
Yo, listen, if he does that, listen, I've never been a Toby crusher on here.
Yeah.
At one point I was super pissed because of his payroll, but I can't control that, man. Like I had to realize that anybody would have accepted that. Like if my ball, if I only deserve $25 an hour, my boss brought me into the office the next day and said, I'm gonna pay you $50 an hour, and I'm still doing the same work that I'm doing, making $25 an hour. Of course I'm gonna take that 50
Right?
hours.
You're not gonna say, "Oh, so
That complaint is not with Toby. It's with
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
It's
you
with
gotta
management.
you gotta be dumb not to do that. So, props to him. He took advantage of that opportunity like everybody should. That's common sense at this point. At some point, common sense gotta kick in. You feel me? But
Who's
no,
gonna say,
like,
no, I can't accept that.
like
Nobody.
really though, like come on, the guy's bringing it. You know what I'm saying? He don't make the all-star team. He's borderline all-star player. He really is. You got to look at his numbers. He's constantly doing the same thing for us every night. Now, that's one man that you could bank on to give us those same numbers. If you tried to predict,
even in the playoffs.
Even in the playoffs.
listen, if you had to predict what the five starters would score, I guarantee you that every Philadelphia Sixers fan will go straight to Toby first and knock that 14 points out of the way first. I guarantee you. If you had to predict the box score for the first five for the five starters, everybody's go-to is going to go to Tobias. Guarantee it.
Yeah. Besides Embiid, because I feel like Embiid gives you the same thing every night.
No, he don't.
It's a given.
No, he
to
don't.
me.
Embiid can give you 50 at any given night.
True indeed.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if you want to bank, you're gonna bank on that 14. You're putting that number next to Toby's name first.
Yeah.
If you're paying attention.
Yeah, and Evans bringing up a good point right
Did
here.
anyone see that comment I just had up there before? I don't know what.
Put it back up, Jen.
About. Did y'all see Bro's video on Doc Rivers' hate? I did not.
No, we did not. We did not. But while we have you here, Isaiah, man, if you on Facebook, look up Sixers 24/7, man, and try to enter. A few of us are moderators in the group. We'll let you in. You seem like a cool boy, man. We talk Sixers, chop it up every day, get down with the family, man. But I'm looking forward to this game tonight. Even though it's late, I'm off tomorrow, so I'm gonna be up. I'm gonna be up and watch this game.
I'm not off tomorrow. It is Friday.
I will be watching it tomorrow.
Friday don't matter. I can stay up late on Thursdays.
Okay.
Saturday, I'm doing absolutely nothing but wait for the Eagles game.
So we're gonna run up and down this list real quick and give a special shout out to our chatters.
Let's do it.
We got Sheik in the building, Esdot in the building. We got Julian in the building, Evan Goodhead in the building. We got Ant Sims in the building. Who else we got? We got Chris Parker in the building.
What up, boy?
Building.
Who else we got? Isaiah Lowe in the building.
Lionel in the building.
Ronald Gross in the building.
OG.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can't forget about Andy. He will call us out quick. We forget about him. We got RJ Lucas in the building.
What up, RJ?
Yes, sir. What else we got in here?
Say S.
We definitely got S. Dot in the building. We got Lean Luke in the building.
Let's say Raheem.
Blake
Samuel.
Lee in the building.
Raheem Hands in the building.
Raheem Hands in the building. You know what I'm saying? All you beautiful people that come in here and chat with us. We love you all. We got Samuel Jones. Definitely can't forget about him. We got Coop Johnson in the building. You feel me? All
yeah,
right.
and all you beautiful people, I want you to know that we are not doing a show on Saturday.
Yes.
We're not.
Oh, that's a quick
We are
announcement.
having a Eat Sleep Sixers holiday in honor of the Philadelphia Eagles in the playoffs, and Sixers are at the same time. So, you know, but we will have a longer show the next game when we do our midseason grades.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. We're going to have a special show on the 25th, and then there's another one coming, but there's not a set date for it. I'm not sure if it's going to be the following game or the game after that one. I think I did put a date up. I'm going to have to look at it. But you guys,
that's BG's return, right?
That's BG's
right.
return, yeah. The other one is going to be Eat Sleep Sixers anniversary. You really don't want to miss that. It's going to be a whole big ensemble here on everybody who's responsible for the Eat Sleep Sixers podcast. We're going to be talking a lot about what made us do the show, why we're still doing the show, why we're going to continue to do the show, because I ain't going to stop.
Ever.
Even if I'm going to be here by myself. I hope not. I hope you beautiful people are here with me. But if I got to be on here by myself.
Because he can't stop.
Yeah. Exactly. So, with that being said, look on top of that screen. All those beautiful icons. Janice pointing, Carlos pointing, everybody's pointing. Yes, sir. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch.
Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch.
Hey, I'm going to court. I already started the motion to copyright my stuff, so don't be swagger jacking me. I swear on it. Wow, y'all gonna see.
No swagger jacking going on.
Yeah. Don't forget to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend. If you ain't understand what I said in English, I'm gonna have to tell you in Spanish.
Okay.
No te olvides.
No te olvides.
A decirle a un amigo.
A decirle a un amigo.
Que le diga a un amigo.
Le diga a un amigo.
Que le diga a un amigo.
Le diga a una amiga.
Everybody have a great night. An awesome tomorrow. We be back here against Sacramento. I believe it's our next opponent for another hour show.
No, we won't. We just told them we will not.
Yeah. My bad. I forgot we towards the end of the week. You know, my brain. Yeah. You know, I'm getting old, y'all. Stop.
Yeah, know the vibes.
Back here on Wednesday, the 25th.
Yeah, that's when we see y'all again. We'll be back here on Wednesday, the 25th, the return of BG. So if y'all been following us since the beginning, y'all know Brian Green. He's in the military. He's overseas. He's coming back home. So we need a welcome tour. We need everybody to be here.
Thanks,
so again, I'm going to have to repeat myself because we need that to be a special show. Don't forget to tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Peace out.
Enjoy the game for those who